Hi everybody, this is Irene at Lifestyle Over 60. Today we're going to be talking about something Demi Moore brought up recently when she said she's done with the male gaze. Let's talk about it. Coming up. I met Demi a long time ago before she was really famous. We had the same acting teacher, we were in the same acting class, and we were on General Hospital together at the same time. I've known Demi since then. And recently what she said publicly was that she's done with the male gaze. And so I wanted to ask you guys about this because I thought it was an interesting topic to discuss with you. And I mean, the topic for me when I read and hear that statement is that she's done trying to be attractive to men. She's done trying to please men. I don't know how you take that comment, how you feel about it, but I understand it, and I kind of feel very similarly. The only thing is when you say you're done with the male gaze isn't up to you, you know? Like you're gonna walk through the world and people are going to look at you no matter what, no matter whether you're trying to get attention, you're not trying to get attention, you're dressed up, you're dressed down, you're old, yeah. It's just a normal thing, you know, people are walking around, you look at people, it's normal. They're gonna judge you. That's normal too. We always judge people and it's important that we judge people. You know, like when I'm out walking in the mornings, I'm looking around, I'm judging, like, is that person safe? Are they safe? You know, and that's normal. That's what our brain kind of trying to protect us. So, done with the male gaze. I'm done with trying to look sexy. I'm done with presenting myself to the world as an object, as a sexual object. I don't know why, but for some reason I've been watching videos on YouTube about catcalling, about men, you know, calling out to women walking down the street and saying, you know, ooh, baby, and, you know, that kind of thing. And I don't know about you, but I had that a lot when I was younger. And I guess it's still going on, especially in New York City. If you live there, it is. Yeah, they talk to women about how it makes them feel, and pretty universally, it makes us feel vulnerable, it makes us feel like objects, it makes us feel intruded upon, you know, our peace, our sanity as we're walking along is being bothered, you know, interrupted by these comments. It's scary, it can be scary, you know, some of the comments are nasty, you know, and if you don't respond to some of these men, they get angry. I have a good story about that I'll share. When I was in my 20s, I used to hang out at this, like a restaurant, cafeteria kind of place near the beach called the Pioneer Boulangerie. And I would go every morning on my own and have coffee, and I used to journal, you know, madly. I was journaling madly, journaling. And this place was very near World Gym, where Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the big bodybuilder guys would work out. And so we'd often see them, the bodybuilder guys, around the Pioneer Boulangerie. So I'm there one morning, and I'm walking past this area, and here's this man on the shorter side, obviously a bodybuilder. And then when I heard his accent, I knew it was Arnold. And he's like, hello? And so I just kind of looked at him, you know, and I just kept going. I didn't say hello back, and that made him mad. Hello? I started talking to him, you know, I just was like, yeah, I don't know, flabbergasted, or I don't know what. So I just, you know, went on, and he was just, I must have thought I was entirely rude, but honestly, when people are talking to you all the time, when they're trying to get your attention, when they're saying hello, when they're honking, when they're yelling, when they're hooting, we don't want to respond. We don't have to respond. We don't have to be polite to people who are being a little bit rude. And had I just said hello nicely, I probably would have just said hello. or maybe not. But if I had not said hello back, whatever, he then wouldn't have, if he was a nice guy, he wouldn't have then got angry and said, like, I'm speaking to you, how dare you ignore me, kind of thing. Anyway, hopefully Arnold has, grown since then. And moving on, the idea of being done with it all, of being done with trying to be attractive to men, of being done with dating, of being done with trying to meet men in the world, of being done with presenting yourself as a sexual object is very appealing. And yet we are socialized to present ourselves that way from birth, basically. Now, I'm not sure I have a point in this video exactly, other than I think one of the things that I love and really love about being over 60 is that the male gaze is less, right? And the intrusion of men saying things to me, looking, hooting, honking, trying to get my attention is a lot less. And that makes it better as far as being able to look around. I've said this before in other videos. One of the things Robert Redford said that he most disliked about being famous was that he couldn't look around because everyone was looking at him. And when everyone's looking at you, you can't look around because nowhere to look. People are not doing their thing, going about their business where you enter a scene and you're like the observer. They're all looking at you. You look at them and you're staring face to face with someone. It's not good. So it makes you really self-conscious. I remember feeling very self-conscious as a young woman in the world, And so it's much nicer now to be able to look around and to feel like I'm not a thing anymore. I'm a human being in the world, and it's very freeing. So in that way, done with the male gaze is a good thing, I think. So I guess to sum up this video, the way I feel about the male gaze is if you want to be attractive to men, if you want to date, if you want to put yourself out there as a sexual being, great. Go for it. Did an experiment not long ago where I didn't change how I look or what I wear or anything, but I went to the Century City Mall and I just looked at men and made eye contact, and oh my God. They take it as an invitation. They do. I think several of the men that I made eye contact with were going to follow me home or something. It got a little scary, so I stopped doing it. But if you want to, you can still put yourself out there and do that. That's your choice, But as an older woman, you don't have to. As a young woman, it didn't seem to matter what I wore or how I presented. I was still a sexual object. And now I have some more control, and I think that's a good thing. So I guess that's it for this video. If you got anything out of it, please like and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, are you done with the male gaze? Do you get a lot of male attention? Do you like it? Do you seek it out? Or are you sick of it? Are you done with it? Tell us about your story. Did you used to get a lot? Now you don't? Or do you miss it? Let us know. I'm really curious. And come back and see me again really soon.